Hello, fire signs. This is Lisa with Heart of Inspiration. And here at this channel, we help you lead a whole and healed, peaceful, and prosperous life. And as part of that whole and healed, peaceful, and prosperous life, we're getting ourselves into a little bit of the sex magic. So, we're all adults, or you should be if you're watching this video. And as such, and as we're discovering ourselves and we're discovering our energy and our energetic power and being, part of that is our sexuality and our sexual power, or the power that we can use, especially with the big O, in creating and manifesting our world. So this is something that's a tad bit taboo. And as a result of some conversations that we've had on the Sunday Soul podcast, specifically with Scarlet Raven, so please go and check that out, both the show and the after show. I decided let's do a little bit of this during the month. So this is the first of our monthly May 2021 readings. This is going to be for fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and we're going to throw a little Venus in there as well. All right, and we are going to be using two different decks. One I can show you, one I cannot. This is the Sacred Power Oracle. We're going to be using that as an oracle deck. You know I like to use that. And we're also going to be using the Tarot Sexual Magic. Now, these are rather interesting cards, so please understand, okay? I'm probably not going to show you the majority of those cards unless they are clothed. So I do not want to get this flagged, taken down, or demonetized. So if y'all want to see what these cards actually look like, you're going to need to go to Amazon or your nearest bookstore and purchase them. Now, here we go. We are going to, I don't need to do that. I got ready to show you another whole scene. So I want you to remember in the sexual magic tarot, the cup or chalice and pentacle energy represents feminine energy. The sword and the wand energy represents masculine energy. So we are going to go on and start. Let's get started with Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Venus for May of 2021. And what we have here, Aries, from the Sacred Power Oracle is purification. Purification is what we have here. Okay, let's pull some tarot. Now, Lord help us all. I can't show that. We're going to do our standard 5-card pull, though. All right, these cards do mean a little bit. They have a little bit different, more in-depth meaning. Some of it's going to be rather spiritual. We will talk about that in relationship to the sexual. However, the first card we're going to pull is the energy coming towards you. Second card, energy you're bringing to the table. Third card, what energy perhaps is an obstacle or could be an impediment for you this month. Fourth card is what's going to help you overcome it. And fifth and final card is outcome or advice. So for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming towards you. Well, she's relatively closed. We have the stars, or we have the star card. So Aquarian energy coming towards you, the star card. We're going to get some meaning for that, okay? And the energy you're bringing to the table, the sexual energy. Whoa, when that jumped out, that was pretty apparent. Oh, the 10 of cups or the 10 of chalices. The 10 of cups or the 10 of chalices is what you're bringing to the table, Aries. I like it, but again, let's look and see what these meanings are a little bit more. Energy that could be an impediment for you to realizing your purpose or realizing your creation or manifestation this month. Yet we're going to have to cover this one up. And this one is the moon. We have a couple of couples here. We have 2 couples, as a matter of fact, the moon. Some major arcana and also some cycles ending here. Chapters closing, new chapters opening. What's going to help you through this month here? And we have the sun. My God, today. That's very interesting. That I find that extremely interesting here. And what's the outcome or advice for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm going to take this one. Yep. I need to cover this a little bit. And we have Judgment. This is a major, major arcana here. I also have the Six of Swords and the Six of Pentacles that want to kind of hang out here. Oh, y'all can't see that. Whoo, child. I'm going to see what that's all about. I feel like that's overall energy. Six of Swords and Six of Pentacles. All right, we are going to let's dig a little deeper into this. Okay, let's dig deep. So as we're looking into this a little bit, and I'm going to keep this Six of Swords and Six of Pentacles as the overall energy here so I can maintain focus on that. The stars here is the magic of attraction, the magic of being spellbound, the magic of that moment where you recognize that that person across the room or that person that's sitting next to you or the person that maybe is, has entered into your world in some what seeming to be what is a normal circumstance, but all of a sudden now it's like, oh, wait a minute. I'm looking at you in a new way. I'm attracted to you now. And perhaps there is some fulfillment that's able to be gained and garnered by our coupling together. So the energy that's coming towards you is that of attraction. Something new or renewed, something that used maybe appeared to be dull and is now shiny, that appeared not to be sexy, but certainly is. Now, again, when we're dealing with and utilizing sex magic, you can utilize this by yourself. You don't necessarily have to have a partner. But if we're going to utilize it properly, right? If we're going to utilize it the right way, and I'm going to take this purification card into account. This may purify your heart. Purify your sight, your third eye. Purify your crown chakra. Allow the messages to come clean and clear. And allow the law of attraction to begin to work for you and stop working against it, Aries. So if I'm going to say you're going to use this energy for this purpose, this is the energy of not even necessarily the chase. I don't even want to say the chase. This is the energy of blossoming a little lust, a little love, a bit of a both, right? A little alluring. What is tickling your fancy, so to speak? And when I say purify all of these things, your heart chakra, your third eye chakra, your crown chakra, your throat chakra, purify your solar plexus, your sacral, your root chakra. Really do a very good cleansing. Because what you want to be attracting in at this moment in time, and I'm going to give you the process by which you would begin to manifest this and bring it into your world, create it, and then manifest it. You want to be sure that what's being attracted in is of your highest good. And that is, it's satisfying, or that it is fulfilling. And this is what, if you're willing to go through the purification process, what's going to begin to come to you and take in, and you take this into your whole being. We then have the 10 of chalices, which is attachment. So what commitment are you making to this idea, this coupling, this person, this relationship? What attachment are you willing to put towards it? Right? And your willingness to do that will then shape and mold how the relationship plays out to bring it to a fullness of what you desire. This is the magic of the chalice. We start out with the ace and the cup overflowing, but when we get to the 10, the cup is full. So what have you poured into this cup that now you are willing, ready, and able to drink from? And is this now an unending cup? Is this now an unending filled cup? Not a cup that's half full, but a cup that's full. And you're pouring into it just as much as your partner is getting from it, or just as much as you're getting from it. So now as we take these two things together, and you're saying, well, Lisa, how the heck can I bring this in? You're not giving me any help here. That's where the moon comes in. So we know in the standard tarot, the moon is secrets. This is sound. This is the secret of sound. This is the secret of illusion. This is the secret of imagination. This is the secret of, when it's dark and maybe the moon is new or there's not a lot of moonlight out, you can't see your partner, can you? You can't see what's going on, but you feel it and you sense it and you know it deep down inside of you. And the sound that one makes in the throes of ecstasy, the sounds that one utters, those activate something deep within you. And your mind is then disengaged, and all of this creative energy just begins to be heightened and enlightened and flows. Take the sound and the vision you can't see, but you imagine. Now, you can do this without a partner, for goodness sakes. But during this time, right, when we're envisioning this desire, when we're envisioning that which we're attracting in, we're envisioning what we're developing, not an unhealthy attachment to, but we are becoming enwrapped and in partnership with our true self. Yes. So if you're going to invoke and utilize sex magic in this month, what could be an obstacle, Aries, is speaking out a pure sound, is speaking out a pure thought, is speaking out a pure desire that really is the most loving and caring and creative part of you. You're going to create during May one of the most prolific and epic opportunities and lives for yourself. You're setting it in motion, but some of you might be too afraid to utter it. But some of you might be too afraid to really grab a hold of these happy images. It is getting the happy, fulfilling images in your head and then, or in your eyesight, in your focus, and then uttering the sound. And as you utter the sound, as you let yourself go at the time of the big O, or the time of release, or the time of climax and climactic pleasure, you embody the energy of that which you desire to create, and you internalize the attachment to this to this choice. How the sun is going to help you overcome that is because it's going to help you take what's can only be spoken of in the dark and help you speak it in the light. And see that you can actually have it and know that there are great things ahead of you and that you are creating it. That you're creating it. Create those happy images. Let them be right there in front of you. Because I'm telling you, if you are enacting this at this moment, and this is your intention, and as the passion and as the energy rises, and your mind releases, you only have the subconscious or the real consciousness that is there. You have, at the height of this and during this and building up to it, you have the absolute most potent creation energy available to you that your cells, your DNA, your very existence is releasing. So take advantage of it. Outcome or advice is judgment. And this judgment card is not judgment in the true way. But again, it is without judgment, looking at the happiness that is available to you, looking at the energy that is you are making manifest, so that you can raise yourself and your vibration to that which is your highest good. The thing to watch out for here, this with the Six of Pentacles and Six of Swords, what I'm hearing with that is that you get bored and then you begin to seek out new things. It's the Aries, right? You get bored, you seek out something new. You get bored and seek out something new. What the energy that Spirit is asking for you to employ during this month, if you decide to utilize sex magic, is don't get bored. In other words, I mean, if you have to like go and, you know, engage in other places and spaces, go do that. But what I mean is don't get bored with the intention and say it's not coming to pass right away. It's not dropping in here in 2 days, so I'm just going to skip it. And it must not be right, so I'm going to move on to something else. Stick with it this month. Stick with it, Aries. Okay? Don't get bored and run around and find the new shiny object. Make sure your heart is pure. Make sure before you engage that you do bring down protection, the protectory column of white light, yes, around you, or the protectory, if you're into flame magic or whatever, ask for that protection so that the area that you are engaging in is pure and it is sacred and it's protected from other entities that might find it a little bit interesting that this is what you're doing. Okay? All right. I hope that makes sense, Aries. Thank you very much. We are going to move on to what's next? Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. May 2021. Sex magic, please. May of 2021. Ooh, exploration. Exploration. What are you exploring, Leo? Let's get some cards here. And again, this is going to be first card coming to what the energy that's coming towards you. Second card is going to be the energy that you're bringing to the table. Third card is going to be the energy that could potentially be an obstacle for you. Fourth card is going to Fourth card is going to be the energy that that will help you overcome it. And fifth and final card is outcome or advice. And coming towards you, we have a tower moment here. Now, you see what's happening here. You got the man in the back with the axe, and you got the man potentially meddling with his wife or a significant other. So here we go. What's the energy you're bringing towards the table? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Who is y'all exploring other people's? We'll find that out soon enough. And then we have the Six of Wands is the energy you're bringing to the table. The Six of Wands energy you're bringing to the table this month. What? Okay, didn't even get that out. This is the energy that could potentially be an issue for you, and this is Temperance. Temperance, potentially a problem that's Sagittarian energy, but let's look and see further energy that's going to help you in that regard. We have the Two of Chalices, the Two of Cups, and then outcome or advice. We have, we have Death, the Death card, Scorpionic energy. All right, let's do a deep dive into this, shall we? Okay, Leo, listen, this reading got a little chilly, so I literally had to go and get a sweater and put it on. So, child, listen, I'm the messenger. Okay, that's all I want you to know. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Venus. I'm the messenger here. Okay, so we're going to talk about this because of all the readings I've done so far, and that you're my 11th, this one is pretty much the most clear to me to have a lot to do, if this resonates, with what's happening in your bedroom. or outside your bedroom. So we're going to talk about this exploration card. And I thought it was something that it now is turning out to be a little bit different of a something. We started out, if you may remember, with the energy coming towards us, towards you, the sun, moon, and rising, is the, I just had to flash that, is the tower moment. The tower moment, the tower card is betrayal. Point blank, period, is betrayal. If you are in some sort of relationship, situationship, friendship, whatever the ship is, it is going to be revealed to you in May who's betraying you. You may be betraying yourself because you might be in a situation or a relationship that really isn't the best for you. And y'all know I don't typically do the love thing or the lust, but I feel like you all have potentially fallen underneath some level of sensual spell. And that sensual spell, in other words, or the spell of, I gotta stay in this because of the sense of loyalty. And I know, Leo, that's what you tend to do. You're loyal to a fault sometimes. And so whatever the coupling is here, and it might not be sexual between you, but I'm just going to give you, because this whole sex magic thing is not just about the actual actor who you're in love with or a lover of, but this is really what's happening down here in our sacral area that is giving us this energy. And what are we actually creating in our lives, because we've got certain energies operating and bombarding or emitting from our sacral chakra area, and maybe perhaps a little bit of our root as well, and so the lower three chakras, but primarily the sacral. So there's this, it's going to be revealed, and I think you need to explore your true feelings about a situation. Are you betraying yourself because you're not being real with what this is? Have you betrayed yourself? Is this other person betraying you and you're just turning a blind eye to it? Because we have, as the energy you're bringing to the table, this Six of Wands. And this is all about kind of touching. And this is really, the Six of Wands is really all about this exploration, this exploratory type of energy. Okay? This exploratory energy. Now, with this exploratory energy, though, okay, there's what games are being played. It's like this cat and mouse, this fun, this not, you understand what I'm saying? This bit of that kind of energy being played here. But every game has to have an end. You can't continue to play the game any longer, even as fun as that they are. So are you kidding yourself in playing this game? Are you kidding yourself that the person that you're playing the game with is not really for you? They're really against you. They're your opponent and not your peer. They're your opponent and not your ally. And the game and the touching might be fun, and it might be fleetingly satisfying, but it's not long lasting, and I'm going to need you to recognize that. And then we have Temperance as the energy coming towards you, right? The energy that might be a difficult energy for you to overcome. And that is the energy of this filter of love, the magic of the filter of love. And so what could be, and then to overcome this, we have the Two of Chalices. So hear me out, which is this art of seduction and involvement and intimacy. And then we have Death as the outcome or advice. I'm going to tie all three of these together because this is the story that I'm seeing here. This person is continuing to try to seduce you back into this situation. This could be a job. This could be a lover. This could be a friend. This could be a family member. This could be yourself continuing to seduce yourself back into this situation and lull yourself to sleep, and simply only seeing things through the filter of love and not through this filter of actual reality. And not through the filter of what's actually happening, because the universe, creator, is trying to tell you there is a fox in the hen house. There is a stranger danger. There is a problemo We got issues. There's betrayal on the horizon. You've been being betrayed, and you are going to find out by whom this month if you keep your eyes open and are willing to explore all possibilities. And some of you have truly betrayed yourself, and that might be a hard pill for you to swallow this month. So I'm going to need you to be willing to be open to that and be willing to explore into the 5-dimensional what is good and true for you and in your best interests, and potentially to be willing to be seduced to a new life, or be willing to no longer be seduced with this 2 of chalices, 2 of cups. Are you willing to, with this death card, the death card is kind of this magic of abstinence. Are you willing to stop a thing so it can then transform? Are you willing to practice abstinence? Are you willing to allow something to die? Are you willing to say, I'm no longer going to participate in these reindeer games? Or, there's a saying, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. So are you willing to stop and say, you know what? I'm getting off the roller coaster. I'm getting off the hamster wheel. You do not have my best interest at heart. This is not serving my highest good. I am not serving myself first and then working with others after. I am not doing what I need to do to serve my highest good. And therefore I cannot walk in my highest purpose because of it. And I need time to explore other options. I need time to explore within myself. I need time to explore what's important to me. I need to explore what it feels like to love myself fully. I need to explore that in depth before I can remain in relationship, situationship, partnership, whatever it is with you. This is a tough discussion to have with yourself. So if I'm going to say to utilize this, first of all, if you're in a situation and y'all are not really meant to be together, will you please stop sleeping with them? Will you please stop having sex with the person you're not supposed to be having sex with if this is your situation? Will you please stop mentally having sex with them? Will you please stop energetically having sex with them? On the astral plane, on a physical plane, I don't know what plane you messing around in. No more video chatting, no more sexting, no more phone. Stop it. Cut the cords. Stop it. And by the way, I know you've probably seen by now a couple of flashes of this cord thing, the cord cutting ceremony. You may want to get by that. Go down in my description box below, Leo, and reserve your seat for May 8th at 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Pacific. You might just want to do that, because I feel like there's some stuff here that you're entangled with. And, I'm not for nothing. If you don't want to come cut the cord with us, that's fine. But do it yourself. Please practice some abstinence. That's the outcome or advice. That's the death card. Let it die. Let it die. And then explore love of self. Now that could be through loving yourself and doing that exploration. Right? That can be by setting a proper mood in a proper situation, a proper, putting candles close by. Please, nothing that's going to ignite and combust, or some rose quartz around your bed, or what have you, under your pillow, under your mattress, and doing some exploration of oneself and allowing oneself to be open to being rather seduced by the spiritual realm in a healthy way. What I mean by that is falling in love with your highest self and your highest good. Okay. Being enamored with that. If you're going to lust after anything, lust after what's going to be of your highest good and of your purpose and of your mission. But everybody, I want you all to look out for the betrayal. It's either you betraying yourself, or someone's betraying you. Somebody's lying to, and let me tell you something. Every bit of betrayal has a little bit of lie to oneself. You can't get betrayed unless you're. uh, let me stop. No, listen. We all know. You know when you're being betrayed, so stop it. So stop it. You got to see it for what it is. And if you're lying to yourself, that's the worst person to lie to is yourself. So that's what I have for you, Leo. We're going to move right on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, boy. Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. May 2021, please. I'm going to take a sacred power card here. Tree of Life. Ooh, what are you creating? What are you creating this month? And then we're going to take our tarot sexual magic cards. First card, the energy coming towards you. Second card, the energy you're bringing to the table. Third card, energy that could potentially be an obstacle. Fourth card is how you're going to overcome that energy or what can help you. And fifth and final card is outcome or advice. Please, for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. First card. Now, these are the cards of the tarot sexual magic, sex magic. I ain't showing these cards if they're naked. Okay. And we have the Nine of Chalices. So the Nine of Cups. There's a woman on the other side of that. Nine of Cups. Y'all, if y'all want to see these cards, buy them on Amazon. All right. But I ain't finna go there with y'all. Okay. Energy you're bringing to the table. Oh, this is an interesting card. Let me put my finger here. Five of Wands, right? Five Wands. Now, what you can't see is the old boy over here is watching two other people over there in the field. He's looking. He's observing. Oop. What could potentially be a issue for you to overcome? Ooh, the High Priestess. That's energy that could potentially, you're not trusting your own intuition, Sag, or it's betraying you somehow. Let's see what energy is going to help you through that process. We have the Knave of Chalices. The Knave of Chalices, or the Page of Cups. And then outcome or advice. Outcome or advice. Outcome or advice. Oh, look at that. Let me cover her up over here because she got a little something showing. We have the Seven of Cups or the Seven of Chalices. Seven of Cups or Seven of Chalices as outcome or advice. So let's see what do I have on the bottom? Ooh, the World is on the bottom of the deck. Okay. All right. So let's take a deeper dive into this with this Tree of Life as our oracle card. Okay, so in May, this is what I see with this Tree of Life, Sag. It's in bloom. Like your desires, your life, your manifestations, or I should say your creations, are coming into bloom. And your manifestation and magic capabilities are coming together. But you got to do this the right way. Okay, Sag? Because there's some energy that's can sometimes be the dark side of Sagittarius that I see is could potentially be causing a bit of an issue. With this Nine of Cups at first, Nine of Cups coming in is this sense of euphoria. We see this light. This light has now been shown in the darkness. We've left behind those things that we needed to. We've cut cords, we released things, or we're in the process of releasing things. And now we have this great light and this light of hope. This beacon of light shines in the darkness and shows us the way to love, right? Shows us the way to the brightness, shows us the way to emotional fulfillment and happiness. This is the energy that's coming towards you. And even in this tree of life, it's like this could either be sunrise or sunset, and I'm going to choose that it's sunrise. Okay? That it's the sun rising above the horizon and coming to shine the light on this beautiful opportunity or this life that you have the opportunity to live. The energy you're bringing, it's this Five of Wands. So that's the sign, that's the energy of like watching. But the concept behind it is that, it's not only us that can be happy. And so if we allow others to be happy, we give them this gift because it's this man watching, probably his woman, having a little bit of adult time with another man. And so you get the impression that he's given his okay for this to happen, that she wanted him, he wanted her, and he gave the okay for her to go and have pleasure with another person, hoping that she would then in turn come and give him pleasure, right? So you've sown all these seeds and you're watching now as you're like, well, listen, I've given and I've sown these seeds and I've allowed other people to kind of have their pleasure and have their good time and have their fun. And I've given them happiness and put them on that path. And now I'm waiting for it to come back to me. The problem is I'm going to ask you to check your motives. Just check yourself a little bit. Don't shoot the messenger. I just want you to hear me out. Because it's when you have the pure heart is when this tree of life works the best. And it works the clearest and the manifestation happens and the creation happens because you have a clear heart. This this high priestess card here, this is basically saying, listen, you already know the destiny and the path that is set before you. You got a good gut feeling on it. But to follow that path, there must be some magic, if you will, some supernatural energy put behind it. But you got to execute that without any jealousy or impatience because it hasn't happened quite yet. Because this Knave of Pentacles, what this is telling me is watch out for the jealousy. So on this path, and maybe you've had a friend or a colleague or a confidant or whomever, your partner, whatever, and you guys are both on this wonderful, beautiful spiritual path. But what's happening now is maybe they're getting it faster. Maybe their manifestation is happening a little faster, and perhaps you've helped them do so. Maybe you've engaged with a little sex magic with them or whatever. I don't know, a little magic, whatever's happened, right? You've put some spirituality, put some manifestation energy, put some creation energy in there. You've helped them balance their chakras. You've done this, you've done that, blah, 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 blah. And now they're taking off and you're still sitting here. And you got to watch out for that jealousy. Being aware with this Knave of Chalices or this Knave of Cups, being aware that possibility exists, that there might be a little resentment growing in your heart. This is the magic of the ink. Maybe you need to write yourself a letter or write them a letter or write spirit a letter. I don't know, write it down, get it out so that you can remove that jealousy and allow the energy that now you're putting towards your creation, your magic, allow that to be pure and allow that to be without impatience, so it doesn't fall as impotent. Because when you're rushing something, baby, you can't create nothing good, honey. Take your time. Baby, you can do it. Take the time, do it right. Right? That's a little off key. You can do it, baby. Do it tonight, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. And yeah. Take your time, right? Take your time. It's all going to happen in due time, but you got to keep your frequency and your energy in the right place. Interestingly enough, the outcome or advice, the Seven of Cups. This is kind of the magic of mint. I'm going to ask you to get some peppermint incense or fresh mint or what have you. And in your time with yourself or your partner, allow that freshness and the rejuvenation and the rebirthing scent of mint to envelop your space. Smell it, bring it in, and let it rejuvenate and reignite your passion for your purpose, your passion for your creation, and your passion with your creative capabilities and abilities. Allow that to happen. Yes? So that the choice that you've made with the Seven of Cups, or the choice that's been put before you, that you decided to put your energy and your love into, you're no longer looking at this other party with any form of jealousy and resentment, but instead you're back to working your own magic, if you will, in your own creative space. And we're back to this euphoric energy, and the euphoric energy, the happiness, the joy, that is the energy of creation. You cannot create in a space where you're, I don't know what's going on, it's not working, and you're just down in the dumps and depressed. Now, I'm not making fun of nobody, but I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm getting that. Yeah, I'm not making fun of y'all, so please don't take offense. But if you're all like not appreciative or not thankful for what has happened, and not grateful, and not operating in a spirit of gratitude or energy of gratitude, and not operating in the energy of happiness or joy or peace, you're not going to create positive. You'll create, but it won't be what you want. Okay? It's all going to happen in due time, Sag. Let it be. Let it happen. Rejuvenate yourself. Pick yourself up this month. Let some mint be around, baby. Put some peppermint out there. Besides, it'll give you some more energy. And if you know, doing this with a partner, both of y'all will be a little invigorated and rejuvenated. It could put a little pep in everybody's stepping now. That could give you a whole different vibe to your time together. And so then again, when you're coming to that big O, when you're coming to the time of climax, when both of you guys are really coming in this explosive creative union, and that this energy of creation is just abounding, and your mind is, and you're just pure energy, that's when you add, okay, this is my intention, and you, with everything, every fiber of your being, and every energetic frequency that's being given off, you then infuse your intention within it at that moment. Okay? Put it there and allow that creative explosion to go out and have that Big Bang Theory, baby. All righty. Listen, that's what I have from my fire signs. Thank you so very much. As I'm sure you've seen throughout this time, we are on May 8th having a cord cutting ceremony. Begins at 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Pacific time. And that will be 5 p.m. in Germany, right? 4 p.m. in the UK. And it's going to be a group session. We're all going to come together, give our energy with each other, and cut those cords. And then, be it to a person or just a toxic energy or whatever the case is, we're going to cut the cords, and then I'll give you some resources in order for you to keep those cords cut. Okay, it's about an hour and a half. So you can go to the link down below. It's an Eventbrite link, and the cost is $47. And book that today. And because space is very limited, we're just going to make it very intimate. And then also, you've seen it as well, you can book a 15-minute call with me to discuss Lightworker Academy. We have some various programs, but the main program we're focusing on to help you identify, clarify, and prosper in your purpose is our spiritual counselor, energy practitioner course, certification course. We're about to have our first graduates of that here in a couple of weeks. And I would be interested in chatting with you to see if enrollment in Lightworker Academy makes sense for you. So book that call with me today. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys so much. Namaste. Bye-bye. Thank you.